What's up everybody, Kraken here. Unfortunately this is a reshoot of this video as we had audio issues in the previous video, so I'm kind of going to do more of an abridged version, but it's still going to break down all the details needed. So I keep getting asked in Discord, via DM, via YouTube comments, how do I gain power? I know that might sound like an easy question to some of you, but to some of us it's not, so this video might not be for everybody. This is a beginner tip. So I'm getting people stuck around the 450k range ish, which is not bad for free to play. By the time you end Maestro, you're normally in the 350 ish, maybe closer to 300. So the number one thing you can do, and it might not be obvious, but it might be obvious, is to level every single one of your alts to 100. You can get them all to 110, but I don't see much benefit to that right now because there's no titles past 100. But titles are very important for power for all your characters. It gives a boost to all your characters. So level every single one of them to 100. I know it sounds like a drag, but it's important. Nextly, I'll show you the titles. This is why you level all your characters to level 100 to begin in the first place. Here we go, going to titles. This is where you're getting a good chunk of your power. As you can see, every level you get, every title you get, you're getting a boost in attack, defense, and HP. That's why it's very important to get all of your characters to level 100, because that will get you to 102. This 103 title is locked behind the Savior. It doesn't give you one for Sentinel of Boundaries, but there is one locked behind Savior. Most people won't be able to achieve that 103 title right now, but as you can see, we're only about a third of the way through the titles, so in the future we will have other titles. But here's your hero titles for leveling all your heroes. That is step 1, increasing your power. Step 2, it will be focusing on, once you get everybody to level 100, there's going to be a quest over here from Hank Pym. This will give you, I believe it's 5 purple cards. Now, if you've already picked your main, all you need to do is take those 5 purple cards, store them in your card storage, and then pull them out on your main, and that will let you crunch your important cards on your main up to at least a 5-star. You might get a couple 6-stars out of it by the time you're done with this. Nextly, you'll want to go on over here to Tony Stark after you hit 100 on all of your characters. Each character will get 2 quests to do an ultimate raid and an extreme raid. Extreme first and then an ultimate, and you get 2 5-star cores. That's 16 5-star cores just for doing each character to 100, 2 per character, as well as the 4 cards per character here. They are locked behind squad rank levels. Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but if you're doing all your characters to level 100, plus every day you're doing your dailies, which are your blitzes, you should be at a squad rank high enough. It might cap out at 100 squad rank. Somebody might let me know down in the comments, because I'm not exactly sure the squad rank requirements. So there you go, that's your cards and your cores for doing everybody 100, which gets you the title. Nextly, it's going to be obvious potential. This gives you, as you can see here, attack, defense, HP. Then you attack, guard damage. I don't know, you don't get much for these two, but you do for attack. Same for hero attack. You don't get a whole lot for this. This is specific to Star-Lord. But as you can see, increasing this slowly but surely will overcome some of those power hurdles. And then of course those cores you get, these are going to be huge powers. Like, watch this, 9k power just right there. So alone you're stuck at that 450. Now you get some better cores from doing those quests, 460, 470, etc, and so on. That can break you past those hurdles. And then doing your raids daily, if you're free to play, you can probably only squeeze one in. Maybe every few days you can afford the gold to buy the tickets, or you get a few tickets from some of the events, and that will allow you to do 2 or 3 of those a day. If you are free to play, I would not focus on these active traits. I would fill out all of these passive traits along your tree until you're done. You might put a point in one along the way, just 1 point to unlock the trait, but then finish filling out your passive. There's a lot of power in this tree. If you do the all characters to 100, get the cards and the cores, and do all your passives, we're already sitting in the 600s easy, maybe closer to the 700s. After that, focusing on feeding all of your costumes and your convergium and all the resources you're getting from level 100 into your main, because that can at least get you a good set of gear to 5-star. And that alone, now we're sitting in the 7s, maybe close to the 8s, depending on your stats that you've rolled on your gear. That alone, then you can focus on getting level 105. If you're struggling with that Dormammu fight, which is around the 103 range, you can go into your Dark Zone daily and go into if you don't care for PvP, you can go to one of these 3 zones and you can get about 40 to 80% of a level depending on your efficiency a day. So that if you do that enough to get 105, then you can start doing your 105 blitzes every day, getting those badges, and that's going to be a big increase in power right there. So then you might have to go backtrack into that Dormammu fight, but now you're at 105 and you got 105 badges. Now you're probably sitting in the 800 range, feeling good, and then you can go finish the story. Then slowly and surely, the Dark Zone leveling, you'll get to 110. Right now we have free to play players in Omega Flight starting to breach the 1 mil, 1.1 mil, just doing basically what I've told you. Their potentials, they're working on cards every day. Don't forget, do your most wanteds every day. This is where you're going to get your cards. It's not, you can't skip this because these are important, because then you can turn the Convergium or the costume box. If you're free to play, I recommend choosing the costume box, because you'll need all of these to take your gear to 5-star. Other than that, you could participate in the PvPs if that's something your speed, just to get a little bit of crystals, because then you could turn the crystals into different things inside the store. But that's something I wouldn't focus on too much at the moment. I would do everything prior that we talked about in this video. So we're just going to do a quick recap in case you made it to the end of the video. All your characters to level 100, the quest from Pym and Tony Stark for the cards and cores. Slowly but surely, you're going to work on your potential, and the specialization tree is super important because there's a lot of power behind that. And you're going to want to do a set of gear to 5-star. It shouldn't be that hard. I know it takes a while as free to play, but by the time you've done all this other stuff, it should be quite easier funneling all that gear in. Alright guys, that's all I got for you this morning, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.